Welcome everybody. How are you? I have come up again in front of you to take a class. Today's class is for class 9. The learners of class 9. How are you? I hope you are well, isn't it? So, student, I know you have an objection on English speaking. It's simple. As a foreign language, English may be difficult somewhat. You try to understand and you will be successful. Dear student, so let's start our class. At first, we go to warm up. You know that the time being is an age of competition, and everyone wants to get a good job, to get good salary, handsome salary, and I know you even want so, isn't it? So for this you have to build up yourself perfectly. You have to become a skilled worker. So do you know what will help you become a uh, become a skilled worker? Let's go to know about this. So today's the headlines of this class is let's become a skilled workforce. Dear student, you go to page number 52 and lesson 5. What can you see in the headlines? You can see that the headlines is let's become a skilled workforce, isn't it? So dear student, there is a dialogue between two students, Rumi and Habib. Listen to me. Rumi reminded Habib of her brother Raihan, who applied for a front desk officer in a 5-star hotel, but he did not get the job because he could not answer almost of questions in the interview, because most of questions in interview were in English and he was not good in English, so he did not get the job. On the other hand, Habib added a different story about her cousin Sheila. Sheila did HSC from a college and she got a job as crew in Biman, Bangladesh. She had answered all the questions in English, both in written test and interview. For this story, we came to know that English is the key to getting some jobs. Dear student, it's the summarize of the dialogue, and surely you have learned from this dialogue that English is important to get a good job, to get handsome salary. So you try again and again to understand, to learn English. Dear student, now look at the C section. Discuss in group. There is 2 questions. Try to find out why English is needed for a good hotel front desk officer and a flight crew member. You know that the foreigners from different countries and the people of Bangladesh of high rank come to a good hotel, and the front desk officer have to communicate with them, so he or she needs English, isn't it? And the flight crew member, she also need English, she or he also need English, because she or he has to communicate with the passengers coming from different countries, isn't it? So okay, number 2, choose 2 or 3 other jobs where English is needed and write why and how English is used in these jobs. I can remark 2 position of jobs. Number 1, buyer. Number 2, engineer. A buyer in an international company, he or she needs English to communicate with the other countries' international company to sell his company's product. And engineer also needs English to communicate with the foreigners. Okay, now look at this section. Here is a passage, and this passage is trying to make you understand that English is very important for the present world. MS Chaudhary is trying to understand her students in this class. So student, before going to the passage, we will learn some word meanings. Let me show. There are 4 words. Number 1, ambassador. Number 2, opportunity. Number 3, unemployed. Number 4, toy maker. Quickly you write down these words. I say again: ambassador, opportunity, unemployed, toy maker. Now I am going to explain the word. Listen to me carefully what I say. Ambassador means an official living in a foreign country as the senior representative there of his or her own country. Okay, for example, Arab ambassador, American ambassador, British ambassador, etc. Number 2, opportunity. This word is opportunity. What do you mean by this word? It refers to a time when a particular situation makes it possible to do something, and the synonym word is chance. I have a good opportunity to get the good job. Number 3, unemployed. Unemployed, the synonym word is jobless. Unemployed refers to a person who is able to do work, but she has no work or job. For example, there are many people in Bangladesh unemployed. Number 4, toy maker. What do you mean by toy maker? Toy maker also referred to a person who makes toy. What is toy? Toy is a plaything for the children. For example, a doll is an item of toy. Here finished the word meanings. So now I am going to give you a short lecture or the precise of this essays. So listen to me. You know that the world is vast, but speedy transport, the mobile phone, the internet has made the vast world short. You know that it also made the world one village, and the only language of this village is English. We know that there are different countries in the world with different there are different countries in the world with different languages, and you cannot use any language to communicate with the people. So you need a common language that you can use to communicate with the people more or less all over the world. So English is important, and the common language of the present world is English. If you can speak English, you can speak with a Chinese toy maker, you can speak with Arab ambassador, you can speak with Korean builder. Dear student, this passage is trying to make you understand all this what I say. So dear student, I am to stop here. Now you have to we have to go to next section. Next section is E. What can you see in this section E? Here are some sentences in disorder. You have to rearrange them. Dear student, then which sentence will be at first? I think sentence number 2 will be at first. The sentence is, you cannot speak all the language of different people of different countries to communicate with them. Number 2, therefore you need a common language, i.e. English, which is understood by people more or less all over the world. Number 3, for example, you can do business with a Chinese, a Japanese, a French, an Arab, or a Turkish if you know English. Number 4, you can learn a common language in and outside the classroom. Number 5, also other things like the radio, TV, computers, and newspaper can help you learn English. Here it is, and E section is finished. Now you try to um, understand, you try to rearrange this sentence. Now I am going to go section F. What can you see in section F? There are 4 questions. So section F and section Z will remain for your homework. Dear student, continue your study. The more you will read, the more you will learn. Remember that if you cannot speak English, you cannot get any good job in our country or outside the country. You are blind, you are lame without speaking English, without learning English. So you have to learn English, you have to understand English. It is important. So that's all for today. See you all again.